Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. Give just a few seconds to see if we have anybody come on live, and we'll go from there. I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful, what I can see of it so far, Monday morning. It's July the 26th, and we are here just trying to start out our week the best we can. And that's what Just for Today comes from. Um, I am a person in long term recovery from the family side of addiction, and I started, and lots of other things, but I started this regiment a few years ago. Try to get up pretty early in the morning and start my day. Um, so we thought, why not? Let's just try offering something early morning for folks. We have not done that before virtually. So I seem like I'm the only one that gets up that early at PRN. I'm not sure, but I'm up ready to go. So I said, well, I do this every morning. So why not just share it with folks that are following us? So good morning, everybody. Um, Welcome. It is a little after 6 a.m. Those of you who are joining me, let me know you're out there. You are truly my buddies in recovery, getting up this early to start your day out. But this is just a platform that we stand on, or I stand on each morning to try to get my day and my week started right. Just for today is something that I'm going to bring each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around something that you might not want to take on for a lifetime or for even a week. But maybe you can find something that we kind of worked through this morning that you may want to try just for today. And today we're going to be talking about the blueprint for progress. And I've been searching myself to figure out, am I really making progress with things? And I had the privilege of walking alongside another mother last night around some issues with her loved one. And I stopped to just really think, have I really? I sounded like I made progress as I began to share with this mom, but I really started thinking, have I really? So, how do you measure progress? Well, in our time this morning, we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I hope that you can find some nuggets that you may want to incorporate or just really concentrate on in your own studies, in your own recovery. As you move forward this week. But I just want to say good morning to Ben Harris. Thank you for joining. Good morning to you. And then we have Miss Erin, one of my special people I work with. She is a staff member at PRN, and she is full of life and she gives me energy. So good morning. You send that young energy my way this morning, please. And then we have Miss Nikki Ivy with us saying good morning. Lisa, thank you so much, Nikki, for joining us. And I'm glad to see that you are doing well. I stalk you on Facebook, so to speak, and I love seeing your updates. Um, yes, I am so thankful that you are alive too, Nikki. You are a special person, not only to PRN, but to me. And you've really had some struggles and some trials, but you still managed to send us words of encouragement, and you continue to model recovery. You are one of those folks that modeled recovery to me in such a special way that I'll never, ever forget it, and helped me grow in my own recovery. So, Nikki, you hang in there because we need you. You keep putting those words of encouragement out there. Let us know what you need from us, and we look forward to seeing you again once you're better and back out doing your thing. And while you are recovering with health stuff, you're still doing your thing. You're still putting some amazing things out there for us to think about. You're sharing your journey with us. Sharing is so important. for us to learn from each other. And you do it quite gracefully. And I thank you, Nikki, for doing that for us. You just keep it up, girl. We love you. I love you. I love all of you. And thanks for joining me this morning. Well, this is about a 30 minute, 35-minute Monday, Wednesday, Friday chance for me to share some devotion with you, some things that hopefully will inspire you, and maybe to consider adding in your own recovery walk, if not for a lifetime, but maybe for today or this week. So just for this morning, just for today, I'm going to bring to you some things about the blueprint of progress. Those of you in recovery know that we have to kind of sit back every now and again and kind of inventory how we're doing. We can't get too complacent about where we are in our walk in recovery. You're welcome, Nikki. So this morning we are going to read some passages, some encouraging things. I'm a person who chose to find or work in my recovery through the Al-Anon program. Many folks have done AA and NA, and a lot of folks do Al-Anon. But I want to just bring to you things that I'm working on and see if it's helpful for you. All right, so there are several things about progress, the blueprint of progress. And a lot of folks want to look to other people to tell them that they've made progress. But I'm going to give you a little something different this morning for you to think about as you get ready for your week, as you get ready for your day. So one of the things that I discovered this morning is part of the blueprint of progress is self-worth. My ability not only to love myself, but to love other people. And so I'm going to give you a little something different about self-worth as part of your blueprint this morning of progress. So the blueprint of progress is self-worth. You can start there. Taking a searching of your inventory, your moral inventory. I found that I have always judged my value on the basis of my accomplishments or on what other people said about me. This means I had to work all the time or constantly make myself the center of attention. At best, my sense of satisfaction was fleeting. I realized that part of my self-worth can be based on my ability to love other people. Saying a kind word, writing a considerate note, or just taking time from my other thoughts to appreciate another human being enriches my entire day. I have the power to feel good about myself regardless of my achievements, whether or not other people validate my worthiness. So just for today, let me look for appropriate opportunities to share my love with people around me. In this way, I celebrate one of my most positive traits without expecting anything in return. Paying someone a compliment that comes from the heart or thanking them sincerely for their kindness may be the nicest thing I can do for myself today. It is difficult to make a man miserable while he feels worthy of himself and claims kindred to the great God who made him. Loving other people, giving of other people is really a great way to work. One of the great ways to work on your progress, your self-worth. When we can give ourselves away for nothing in return. I'm not being paid to do it. I'm not trying to gain your friendship because there's something that you want. There's nothing in it for me other than to genuinely reach out and pay a compliment, offer a hand, just be very, very kind to people, write a note, send an email of appreciation or a text or whatever, or something on Facebook. So many of you that are on here now, I read your Facebook pages. I'm not really interested too much in where you're going on vacation, but I'm always looking for those nuggets that people find that they shout out on Facebook that touches my heart. That's giving, right? That's giving. And so many of you do some kind work through your Facebook, through the work you do in your community, and just little simple things that I see some of you do at work or out in the community that just says, I'm not in this for anything but to share with you a piece of me that I see and you value because somebody saw value in me. It's just giving it away for absolutely nothing in return. This is a way to look at your progress. How often do you do that? How often do you step aside and just give? Really look for genuine things that you can say and give to other people. A lot of times we walk through our day with our head down or in the sand or within ourselves, kind of feeling what we're feeling. Try just for today. Raise your head up, look ahead, and look for opportunities to give to other people, to share with other people. It's a good practice. It really is. It kind of puts, if we're able to do that, it really strengthens our self-worth. If you are, most of the time, if you're struggling with that self-worth, it is really, really hard for you to genuinely compliment or praise other people. When you can freely do that and it's genuine and you're doing it for nothing in return, that's a good mark on your progress that you're making. It really is. In your blueprints for today, think about it. Are you able to give to other people, love other people very freely and genuinely? Complete strangers, people in your family, people at work, right? People you work with or serve, right? So self-worth, think about it. All right. That's one of the ways to measure. Look at your blueprint. Is your self-worth? Are you able to love other people? The second thing I want to bring to you this morning is my no means no. If you can trust that my no means no, then you really will understand that my yes really means yes. Now, does that make sense? I hope so. So people pleasing can be an issue for me. And I learned through my own walk and my own journey through recovery that I was a yes person for many reasons. We won't go into all of those, but I was a yes person when I really was screaming no. That was not appropriate for me to get involved with, or I didn't really have time, or whatever the no should have been. I was that yes person. And the whole time I'm saying yes, I'm screaming with my inner voice saying, no, don't do it. So, yeah. So we're going to talk a minute about that, about if your no means no, yes means yes. Another way to check off your blueprint of progress. After years of letting people take advantage of me, I had built up quite a store of anger, resentment, and guilt by the time I found recovery. So many times I wanted to bite off my tongue saying yes when I really wanted to say no. Why did I continue to deny my own feelings just to gain someone's approval? As I worked through my own recovery program, the answer became apparent. What I lacked was courage. In the serenity prayer, I learned that courage is granted by my higher power, so that is where I turned first. This was up to me to do my part. Was I willing to try to learn to say no when I meant no? Was I willing to accept that not everyone would be thrilled with this change? Was I willing to face the real me behind the people-pleasing image? Fed up with volunteering to be treated like a doormat, I squared my shoulders and answered yes. So just for today, can we remember it is not always appropriate to reveal my every thought, but do I make a conscious choice about what I say? And when it is appropriate, do I say what I mean and I mean what I say? If not, why not? All I have to offer anyone is my own experience of the truth. There is a price that is too great to pay for peace. One cannot pay the price of self-respect. I'll read that one more time. There is a price that is too great to pay for peace. one cannot pay the price of self-respect. And that comes from Woodrow Wilson, that saying. So do you make a conscious choice about what you say? Do you mean what you say when you say it? If not, why not? So that people pleasing, that approval, always having to say yes. There is great trust when people can know that when you say no, there is a reason. They can respect that. But it also means that when you say yes, you really mean yes. Have you ever felt like someone agreed to do something for you or with you that you really didn't trust that they really wanted to? Maybe it's because they have shown you, maybe like you have, that you're a yes person, and then you kind of felt bad that they were helping you and you didn't feel like they really wanted to. There's a great thing about this to measure your progress. Are you a yes person? Does your yes really mean yes? Does your no mean no? Can you say no when it is not in the right timing for you? Okay. So just a couple more things about your blueprint for progress. Thank you guys for jumping on this morning. And if you're watching later, thank you for watching later. Please share this. Please comment even if you watch later, because I see that. So another thing about your blueprint to progress is kind of understanding your popularity nor your ability to please are really legit measurements of your worth. You could be a person that has 5,000 friends on Facebook, and you can be a person that gets voted most popular or most likely to succeed in your office or at school or whatever. But your popularity nor your ability to please everybody really is a legit measurement of your worth. Let's consider that just for today. I can certainly learn from criticism. Oh, excuse me, Chihuahua. Hold on. Okay, go on. And my lab. And my other lab. I guess they are tired. They heard something, so they need to go check it out. So excuse me for that. They were laying really peacefully over here asleep, listening to their mama. So excuse me for the loudness of that. I can certainly learn from criticism, and I want to maintain open to hearing what others have to say. But neither my popularity nor my ability to please those I live and work with are legitimate measures of my worth as an individual. So my recovery program can help me recognize that I have value simply because I breathe. Now listen, guys, simply because I breathe the breath of humanity. As I gain self-esteem, I find it easier to evaluate my behavior more realistically. The support I get in my own recovery helps me find the courage to learn about myself. As I come to feel at home with myself and my values, my likes and dislikes, my dreams and choices, I am increasingly able to risk another person's disapproval. I am equally able to honor others when they choose to be themselves, whether or not I like what I see. So just for today, can we remember, I exist as I am. That is enough. If no other in the world be aware, I sit content. And if each and all be aware, I sit content. So just for today, your blueprint for progress. I know for mine, I felt pretty good about my ability to love other people. One of the things that I want to do differently today is there's a lot of times I will think stuff, but it doesn't come out, out of my mouth. It may be that I'm doing 3 or 4 things at one time at work, or I've got a big to-do list or whatever. And it is okay for me to stop for a minute and, as I see that person walk by me, to say, "Hey, I really like, what you got on this morning," or "You look so good this morning," or "You look happy," or "Thank you for," right? Or what I saw your class yesterday, that you did, and it was amazing. You guys did a great job. To actually stop and say it. A lot of times I am pulled in a lot of different directions. Still no excuse. So my measurement today for myself is I want to improve on actually verbalizing what I think, right? I think a lot of times praise and how grateful I am for the people that I work with, um, whether it's inside Promise Resource or outside in the community with partners or other individuals. So taking the time to actually speak it. The other blueprint of your progress can be, does your no mean no and your yes mean yes? Are you a yes person when you real screaming no? I'm still a work in progress with that one. I really am. So, just for today, consider, why is it our reading talked about if you aren't this, if your no doesn't mean no and your yes doesn't really mean yes, why is that? Where is that coming from? I had to sit and I've reflected about that a lot, but it's a great thing to feel. I have a really, really good friend. Her name is Lynn, and she's helping me out this morning. And so this is a great reflection. So she's got to take time out of her morning to come pick me up later on because I have to have some work done to my truck. And she didn't live too far from where I take my truck to be worked on. And my truck's probably going to be there all day because they worked me in, right? And so I have work to do. So she's going to allow me to come to her home, set up shop, and do my work from there because all my work today is on virtual Zooms, right? And the phone. So I can do that today. So I really believe that when I ask her, could she help me? Her yes really means yes. And why is that? Because she has modeled good boundaries for me. She's explained why there's certain things that she does say no to. So I always think about her. And when I ask her to help me out and she says yes, I have confidence that it absolutely means yes, that from the bottom of her heart, she doesn't feel like she wants to scream no, and that she really genuinely wants to help me out. So, therefore, her yeses mean a lot to me. I know that I'm not putting her out. And if I am, she lets me know, well, hey, I can pick you up, but I need to run over here and do this first. Can you give me a little bit of time? Whatever that looks like, I trust it that she is watching out for her. So she's modeled that. Her progress is tremendous in that. So is mine. Just for today, I'm kind of considering that. So as I maneuver through my day to day, I'm going to think intentionally about my yeses and my nos. I really want people to trust that my yeses do mean yes. And the only way we can do that, or one of the powerful ways we can do that, is to really do what we know in our heart is right. And if we don't feel like saying yes to something is going to benefit where we are today and we're going to have to say no, that we do that. And if we're struggling with that, to really work on that. That is another one of the ways we can test our blueprint to our progress. The last thing is balance that I want us to think about this morning. Maintain by building ourselves, by treating yourselves with kindness and respect. Balance. Do we have a healthy balance? Only you know that, right? So think about your morning, think about your day to day. Do you have a good balance of your day? And when I mean that, well, if you're on here this morning, are you watching this later, or you're chiming into other recovery things for PRN, or maybe other stuff in the community, you are starting to be balanced of your day. So you got this one piece that you're building, right? You guys that are up with me this morning, you've got a great start to being well balanced this morning. You're feeding yourself. You're looking into whether it's just for today or other offerings, right? What else do you have on your plate today? Are you going to be taking care of things that you need to financially? Are you going to be keeping on top of your bills? Are you going to be, making healthcare appointments? Are you going to be bringing 100% to your work today? If any of those are out of whack, you got to consider, where is the balance? So these things that we measure of our blueprints of progress, we have to be balanced in them. We want them to come genuinely, and it's something that we need to work on every day. I know I am. So your blueprint of progress. So just for today, can we consider where we are on this master scheme that our higher power has given us to walk through our life? Our higher power, or for me, gives me plenty of indicators, signs, because sometimes I walk right past them. I don't know about you. I walk past them. I don't hear them. I don't see them. And they're just blatantly right there. I believe that. But I think we have to be balanced. We have to, be intentional about our day and look for those things to build our self-worth, to build our self-esteem, to really measure the progress. Look for the opportunities this morning to compliment folks, to give of yourself for nothing in return. Work on your no's. You've probably heard this. No is a complete sentence. And it's okay to say, you know what? I really wish I could help you out with that today, but today I'm not going to be able to. That's one of my phrases, because it's hard for me just to flat out say no. So I'm working into that. And to realize today, guys, that your popularity nor your ability to please people are not a legit measurement of your worth. It's really not. I don't care how many friends we have on Facebook, how many friends we have in the community, how much money we make, how popular someone seems to be. It is really not a legit measurement. It's really not. So some of the measurements we can take are some of the very things we're talking about this morning. Being able to love other people, having good boundaries, and a good balance in our life. So just for today, I hope that you are able to sit back this morning before you start out your day. When I close up shop here, I'm going to be packing up to head to start my day, get my truck took care of, right? Because I need my brakes, need my oil change, and all those kind of things, so I can keep going up and down the road and doing the things I need to do. But just for today, can we just stop and think about our blueprint of progress? Did you even know you had a blueprint of progress? Have you thought about it like that? Yeah. Let's see who we got chiming in this morning before we close up shop. Miss Nikki says, I journal, and afterwards I go back and read it to reflect on what I mean. Trust my God had to work on me. It took a while for me to getting knocked down. By this, I have to really ask God for help. I stop and pray and read my Bible and look for the answer. Absolutely. Great measure of progress. Journaling, going back and rereading it, trusting your higher power, and then recognizing that sometimes we do get knocked down and we have to start all over again to get our balance right? You get out of balance, you don't do a lot well. You might have a lot on your plate. Everybody might say, woo, look at her. But if you're not balanced, you're not going to make for a very happy camper. Miss Erin says, great message, Lisa. Thank you. Mr. Aaron, good morning. Glad you were able to join us. But it's about balance, blueprint for your progress. I don't know if people really use blueprints anymore because of the technology on our computers, but back in the day, I remember building a home and having that blueprint, rolling it out. It was like this big long thing, and it really guided the house, the construction of the house, where every room was going to be, where the heat was, where the air was, the entrances, the landscaping. It was a great way to kind of get this bird's eye view of this home. Same thing this morning, just for today. Can you roll out this blueprint of your life, kind of like the blueprint of a home? And it's the blueprint of your progress for you to really see the doors that you've gone in, the exits that you've had to barricade, or the entrances you've had to barricade because of some toxicity. Are you able to see your rooms of peace, your rooms of serenity in your blueprint? Are you able to understand where these things are in your life as you roll it out and look at it? And some of the things we talked about is your self-worth, giving of other people. Can you see that in your blueprint? Are you genuine in it? Are your boundaries tight? Your no means no, so we know that your yeses mean yes. Can you roll this blueprint out and really see the progress that you're making? So just for today, we're going to wrap it up. Something to consider. Something to consider. So just try it today. Try one of the things that we talked about. See if you can roll out your blueprint. See the deficiencies maybe in your blueprint. See where you need to rearrange some rooms, or some rooms that need some redecorating, right? Take time. You are worth it to take time, roll this thing out, and see where it needs to be improved. And then I hope today you can find something that you can build upon. If it's nothing but just, not really nothing, but if you can today just simply keep your eyes open and look for opportunities to love other people and practice no, right? All right, guys. Erin says, even if it's figuratively, we all need a blueprint for progress. Absolutely. And I just listed a few today, with your self-worth, right? Being able to love, work on your boundaries. No means no, yes means yes. Your popularity nor your ability to please are really legit measurements of your worth. So don't look at your Facebook and say, I got 5,000 people on Facebook. That is not a legit. That is not all. Or you're looking and it says, oh, I've only got 50, so I'm not very worthy. You see what I'm saying? You may just be more selective about who you allow in your Facebook circle. So see, it always can be tested. So your popularity is not a good measurement, not a good measurement at all. And balance. Maintained by building yourself, by treating yourself with kindness and respect today. Have good balance. So these are just a few things that you can use to measure your progress and really anything in your recovery or your life. Okay. And you can add to that. I hope today was helpful. Thank you, Nikki, for being on. Thank you for thanking me for this class. These are things that I work on, guys. I bring it to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Thank you, guys, for checking in with me this morning. If you watch later, please share it. Please let me know you were out there and your thoughts about your blueprint. Erin says balance is a key of building. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you're building a home, there has to be balance. There has to be balance. You can't have people in there doing certain things in the scheme of the building of the home, of the blueprint, before other parts are built, the foundation, the plumbing, all these different things have to be outlined in the blueprint, right? And the schematics of the blueprint about what needs to happen first, second, and third, and how that needs to happen, right? So our blueprints of our life are pretty stinking important. So just for today, I hope you will stop and think about, just think about what your blueprints look like. Are they out of balance? Are you missing some things? Are you missing the bathroom out of your blueprints, right? Are there things in your blueprint that you don't see there anymore? Used to be there, right? All right, it's all about you today, guys. You're worthy. You are beautiful, and it is Monday. Let's have a great week, guys. I'm fixing to load up and head to the big town of Fort Mill to drop off my truck and to set up shop somewhere else at a friend's house. to do my work today. So, guys, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. And Jennifer, glad you're on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I hope you were able to see all of it. If not, please go back and watch it. Thank you all for being here this morning. I love you guys. You're so special to me. And having you come on live with me means that I'm not the only one up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and that you're walking with me this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as I do this, because lots of people tell me I'm nutty for doing this, but I don't think so. All right, Mr. Aaron says, enjoy, live on purpose. Yep. Live on it, live with it, get it done today. Monday is a new start of the work week, or just the week of whatever you're doing. You may be stay-at-home mom, or you are retired, or you are just working in your community, loving each other. Whatever you're doing today, do it with greatness, because you are. Get that blueprint out, guys, just for today. Figure out what's out of balance. What do you need to put in there? Or give yourself praise for the progress that you're making, right? And seeing other people and let them know what you're seeing in them, the great work and progress that you see in them. Give of yourself today, guys. I promise you it'll come back to you, and it is really a legitimate way to measure your progress. It's how you give. One of the ways to see that. So go out and give. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Just remember, we are now open, and our welcome desk is always been open, but we actually will be live and open, and we are now and have been for some weeks. But here's our number, that we are open 8 to 4:30. So give us a call or come by and see us, because we're there to greet you and kind of help you. If you need to know what we're about or what services we offer, please give us a call. We have a warm line. We always like to promote that if you're in distress or you need to talk through something, we have peer support specialists 24/7 who've been there, done that, and are here to have a listening ear, a loving heart, and to share themselves with you of how they've walked through some things. And maybe you'll hear some things that will genuinely help you. So write this number down, share it with other people. It is a way to just have someone else to talk to, and it is confidential. All right, guys, I love you. I hope and pray that you have a great, great Monday. Mr. Aaron is reminding us that he starts back live doing his Wellness Chronicles at 6 p.m. tonight. We've all missed those. He's taken some time off from Wellness Chronicles to gather things and to bring it back strong. So he'll be back on live tonight with a great conversation. You don't want to miss it. And so please stay in tune with what PRN's doing. We got some great things coming your way. So guys, go out and have a great Monday, and we'll see you Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I love you guys.